This is your main man RJ from the Ringside Rant, heard only on the Visionaries Wrestling Network. So go over and subscribe across all your major platforms, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Stitcher to hear every great interview I have every Monday on the Visionaries Wrestling Network. Go over and follow the show's page on Twitter @_Ringside Rant. Follow the network's page @BizWrestleNet. And, as always, embrace the vision.
Hello, friends. This is Spencer Love, your host of Over the Top Rope on the Win Column Sports Network. Don't forget you can head to wincolumnsports.ca for all of your previews, reviews, and breaking news from the world of wrestling, be it your major promotions or from the great province of Alberta, Canada. Now, back to Sounds of Struggle with your hosts, Chris Parrish and Meniac.
Back with episode 99. The Adam Banks episode?
Well, he's the only one I recognize.
Right? Like, there could be no one greater in hockey than Adam Banks, right?
Yeah. No, wait. What about the great 8? Alexander Ovechkin.
That's 8, though.
Yeah, but he'd get 99 points this year.
So can a lot of people.
Well, fair enough.
McDavid might get that after a game like 60. True
enough.
So, well, yeah. But I am Chris Parrish.
I'm a returning this guy.
One show on, one show off.
I'm a busy man. What can I say? busy man. I have things going on. My life is busy. Did I mention I'm busy?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm busy.
So, we just had a weekend where we saw history being made.
Yeah, you were wrestling. Oh, not that.
No, well, that too. I mean,
fair enough.
I mean, come on. Well, we did, for the first time ever, get a Parrish chat at a CWC show.
That's history.
That is the first time ever.
That's history.
So nothing's more glorious than that.
I don't get it.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, how can anything topple that? I mean... Oh, wait a second. WWE had an all-women's pay-per-view.
Oh, shit, that was this weekend?
Yeah. WWE Evolution took place.
It did.
And for the most part, between you and I, we called that pay-per-view once again.
Yeah.
Also, I actually 100% nailed the Battle Royal.
Did you know?
Yeah, I said if it's anybody from Raw, it was either going to be Nia or Ember, and they were the final two.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, at first I did a Raw and SmackDown, but then I just gave it to Nia, so I was like, yeah, I think this time they'll just give it to the Monster, and they did.
Well, that's not very nice calling her a monster. How dare you?
That's what they call her.
She's not like most girls.
Exactly, she's a monster.
Well, fair enough.
With perfume on.
So, apparently... Starting off the show was Rhea Ripley with her NXT UK Women's title.
Against Dakota Kai, I believe.
Yes, which, obviously this wasn't on the show. We didn't see it.
And you know why they never announced
because she hasn't officially been crowned champion.
Yeah, it hasn't been shown yet, so that's why this match wasn't even on the pay-per-view.
But I did call it!
I think everyone did.
It started off with Trish and Lita versus... Mickie James and Alicia Fox, because I guess Alexa's still hurt.
Concussion.
Oh.
Yeah, she got a concussion the week prior on a house show.
Whose fault?
Oh, I didn't see it.
God damn it. Don't hurt her. She's too beautiful to be hurt.
But from
but
what I understand... Actually, here's another thing. What did you think about that match?
It was alright. I mean, it was exactly what I expected. Trish and Lita went out there, did their stuff. It looked all right.
I mean,
Mickie James and Alicia Fox did their stuff. It looked all right.
Can we just point it down on two things? One, as cool as it is to see like Lita and Trish back in, they're not even close to what they used to be.
Oh, God, no.
And two, Mickie James was easily the best out of the four.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. And they mentioned that Alicia Fox, most tenured woman in WWE right now. Which serves the who the fuck is she blowing? Because she's not good. She's not that entertaining.
It's definitely not Wade Barrett.
No, he gone too.
I don't know. This match was okay.
She blew him away.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Point is, this match, all right.
The ref fucked up huge.
Yep.
Totally stopped his count to let Alicia Fox break up pin.
Yep.
Only for them then to go in the finish, which,
Yep.
I mean, not a bad finish at all.
No.
But, you know, a gaff kind of really makes it a little bit off. Like, it just puts everything off.
Yeah.
So, and if you're going to blow anything, you do not want to blow the finish.
No, you want to blow us.
A little bit of all right.
Nia Jax next won the 21 Battle Royal for a women's championship match to be determined, I guess, later. Whatever.
What?
This match, I didn't mind it, but
It was fun to watch.
it was alright. As any Battle Royal, it's fun to watch, but my only thing was, I get you want to have the new girls eliminate the veterans, the Hall of Famers, I get it. But man, did they make all the veterans that came in look like shit.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Out of all of them in the ring, probably only a couple could have still gone.
No, that's true, but I mean, it's like with one after the next. Like, I get it, but have a Molly Holly or a Michelle McCool. Have one of them last a little bit.
I am very happy Michelle McCool got out of there because, man, she even comes off like she's a fucking ego.
She's blowing the Undertaker. Of course she has an ego.
So,
I'm just pointing that out.
I mean,
overall, it was...
Is that why Peyton Royce is out first? Because she's sleeping with Ty Dillinger?
Who is the perfect 5 right now, because apparently he needs surgery on his hand.
Or he's like the fine 9?
Yeah. But, I don't know, maybe.
And then,
I like what they did. I enjoyed that part.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that the Iconics are now like our version, or our female version of Edge and Christian.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure. That's a huge compliment for them too.
Yeah.
Really. The one thing on a side note that I thought they were going to do tonight was reveal women's tag titles, which they didn't.
Which apparently it's being rumored that the WWE is actually planting signs out in the crowd, and they did so at this pay-per-view about the women's tag team titles.
Interesting.
Because I did see a few of those.
Interesting.
But, I mean, probably because they wanted us to see them.
Yeah, it's very true.
Very true. But,
I mean, Nia Jax won.
I mean, Tori Wilson does not look like she has aged at all.
She is still my childhood crush. She is.
Kelly looks like she put on weight.
Well, she dropped like 230 pounds in Sheldon Surrey.
Pork and its wife.
Pork and its wife.
Yeah. Sheldon Surrey, that's a load you want to drop for sure. That guy can just. Yeah, moving on from Sheldon Surrey because
this is women's wrestling we're talking about. But anyways, I didn't think Kelly looked bad, and they protected her really well by having her not really do much.
Like, I think she did everything she knew how to do.
Scream and get thrown out.
Yeah. I was actually surprised with a couple people in the match. I thought Ember and Asuka for the first, like when they did their things, I could see more of that. Mm-hmm. The crowd went nuts for that. Mm-hmm. Totally loved the Selena Vega not being thrown out.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of killed the momentum to where that ending was going.
I think so.
I
think if before they did the whole over the rope thing, if they did have her come in and do that, and then do the over the rope thing, I think would have been better.
My gripe for like in this match was still kind of in the women's Royal Rumble. A lot of females tend to just leave the ring.
A lot less did for this one though,
yeah,
which was good.
There's a lot less people too.
Yeah.
I think you're going 20 to 30, but a few did, and noticeably did. Like, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they gotta get rid of that. I think if
1 or 2 maybe can do that, but not as many as have in the past women's Battle Royals and Royal Rumble. Yeah, that's my thought. Moving on.
Yeah.
I
honestly think it should be a thing now that if you go out of the ring during a Royal Rumble that's not over the top, you get a warning. So if you do it again, you're eliminated.
I like it. That's good. Moving on to one of my favorite matches. I think there's 3 matches here that I really, really, really liked. And this was the first one. Toni Storm defeating Io Shirai from Mae Young Classic. I mean, it's the Mae Young Classic, and so far there's been very few matches and all that.
This was the best match out of that tournament.
Oh, by far.
Easily.
By far.
Io Shirai, very athletic.
Yes. Did we see her in Vegas? Was she teaming with Kairi Sane?
I really don't. I know Asuka was there.
No, I thought it was Kairi Sane that we saw.
We saw both.
Okay.
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
Maybe it's...
I have to go back and look at that, but I really don't. I was really drunk.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was them.
That was the same day that Gallows and Anderson debuted on Raw.
I know, because you told me.
Yeah.
And I was irrationally mad about it.
That's because I think you spilled beer on me. You spilled my own beer on me.
Yeah, I definitely did that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was, that's why Adam Pearce was there. He's scouting them.
That's why we found out that Mike Cock died.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. All right.
Anyways, Toni Storm winning. That's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not who I picked to win. I didn't think she'd make it all the way there, but Io Shirai, I did think would make it.
I did pick Toni Storm to win when I found out she was in the final.
Yes.
Only because you just knew that they wanted to try to.
I did it based on Vince's racism. I didn't think he'd have 2 Japanese women win 2 years in a row.
See, that I don't. I don't think he was. I don't think he's booking that.
He wouldn't let it though. It's his company.
I think I think Triple H is doing it. I think he's the booker out of that. But I just looked at the fact that you put Toni Storm over there, and then you have a flat-out babyface going into the NXT UK Women's Division to keep some eyes on that. And I think that's the.
Which, by the way, did you find it kind of funny at the very end of Evolution? All these women are standing on the ramp, or the lack thereof ramp, the entranceway. All of them clapping, cheering, holding their hands up, and then out of nowhere, just Triple H just emerges, like, pointing at them, like, yeah, I'm here. These are my girls. And it's like, dude, I get it. This is your baby, but get the fuck out of there.
True, but at the same time, I think that guy had a giant hand in making sure that was actually able to happen.
No, that's true. But
so, I think it's more weird to have Michael Cole announce.
That's another thing I didn't like, is I should have been Renee leading, Beth and Paige on color commentary.
See, I wouldn't have put Paige in there. What I would have done is I actually would have took Lillian away from announcing, let JoJo do that, or that Kayla Braxton, and then I would have put Lillian in the announcing, because I think Lillian could get that.
That'd be alright.
Or you just, I'm sure there's a good female announcer out there that you could give an opportunity to.
Brandy Rhodes. What do I know? Anyways, next match was Sasha Bailey and Natalya defeating the Riot Squad.
I actually very much liked the Riot Squad's, how they worked. Like, I thought this match was actually better than I thought.
It was better than I thought it was going to be, but still, it's the Riot Squad. I'm over their shit.
Yeah, but I thought they actually worked very well together.
It's the best I've ever seen them. I'll give them that.
Like,
and the cutoff that they had on Bailey.
Yeah, with the dropkick.
The dropkick into the ring post, that was awesome. And then the finish, the tandem of Natalya hitting something, Bailey hitting something, Sasha hitting a frog splash, which she totally bailed on. You can see her, I think it's her right leg, comes down like right away.
But she took some bumps again.
She got her ass kicked as per usual because she's insane. Give her that.
Like, it's just like...
She's stupid when it comes to bumps because she's willing to literally break her body.
Yeah.
But anyways, the match was better than I thought it'd be, but there's something about the Riot Squad. It's like, I just don't want to see them for a bit.
The more
either break them up or have them go away for a bit.
the more I see Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, the more I love watching them as a tag. I actually enjoy watching them as a tag. I think they got very good chemistry together.
Well, fair enough.
And I think if there are women tag titles, that's a really good place to...
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a really good team that you could think about. Same thing watching, like, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. You just see this chemistry build and build up with them.
It's because they're a couple.
Well, no. Sonya's with Rollins' ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
Tino Sabatelli is doing Mandy Rose.
Is he still injured?
Yeah.
Huh. So he might.
He's out for like 7 months.
He should be coming back soon, though.
No, he just went out.
No, it couldn't have been that recent.
It was like
I
2
feel like it
months
was
ago.
like beginning of the summer.
It's like 2 months ago.
No, it's not the beginning of summer. Well, maybe
It's
Canada
October.
is. Yeah, beginning of the summer is not fucking August. I mean, I know it's Canada.
In some parts of Canada, it is.
I know it's Canada, but come on. I feel like he went out like maybe like April, May, maybe June-ish at most.
No, because they were doing things in the tag team thing.
No, I guess that's
Yeah,
true.
so.
Anyways, moving on to next match is Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane, and a overall good match. I know Mrs. Meniac absolutely hated the interference by 2 of the 4 horsewomen.
I like it because it's a good way of
It
establishing
introduces
them. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. And it still looked like
And
Kairi
that's
Sane's going to pull it off.
Okay, sorry, Mrs. Maniac, but that's the fucking point of the interference.
And that's the thing. It's like that's what I said. Like it makes you realize that they're doing the job. They're being heels. But yeah, Shayna Baszler ends up
Shayna Baszler
reclaiming.
got hurt too because she left that pay-per-view in crutches. She left the
Really?
venue in crutches because apparently she hurt her ankle.
Oh Jesus!
So,
Did not know that.
well,
And that match was actually only 12 minutes, which it seemed longer. It was good.
I love the foreshadow that Michael Cole did have when he's talking during the Tony Storm and Io Shirai match about how they want to captivate the world the same way that last year's final, Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler, and he's like, and then you look at them now, they're facing each other for the NXT Women's title.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Although he did
comparison.
have the big cock up where he called them men.
Yeah.
But he quickly corrected himself. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't think he deserved all the death threats and hate that he got online.
No.
People need to calm their tits. Both
Yeah.
men and women.
Yeah.
Because that's a little over the top. But that's just me. Anyways, yeah. Shayna Baszler, first ever female to...
Well, they are men. They're just one man.
Well, fair enough. Whoa, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler, first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. So that's cool. Next match is, I think, my favorite, which was Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair and the last woman standing. They went all out.
I think they had the most creative, or the most opportunity to be creative in their match than any other match on that card.
Oh, absolutely.
I think this match was definitely set up to steal the show.
Which, at first, I was like, why the hell is this a semi-main? This is stupid.
It should have been the main.
Should have.
100%.
But, again, Mrs. Meniac brought something up. It's like, well, what if, due to time constraints, they end up having to cut the match short? And I'm like, WWE's really good at not doing that?
It's a network show.
But, I guess, but I don't know. But you do bring a good point. It's a network show that can go as long as they want.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. But I guess there's still, like, pay-per-view buys, maybe. I don't know. I get it.
Okay, but
This is the longest...
at the end of the day, though, the next match after that is Nikki and Ronda, and you know flat out Ronda can't go that long in a wrestling ring.
I'd say the Bellas couldn't go that long, to be honest. But
And that's the second point.
but no, they actually went almost 29 minutes,
Yeah.
and the next closest match like 13.
Yeah.
But these two ladies absolutely killed it. The story was perfect.
But
the way
again-
they attacked each other.
But again,
perfect.
too, if you were going to ask somebody to cut it short, you ask the people who know how to work to do it, because they know how to do that the best.
Yeah, you asked the main event to cut short. Like, we're used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's also funny that, on a side note, that Ronda and Nikki come out in the main event, and there was a smattering of boos and chanting for the previous match. Like, we want Becky. I think that's hilarious. Just shows you who is on top of that women's division.
And this is where I think the blunder happened. And I can understand the name value that Nikki Bella, Brie Bella have outside of wrestling. I understand the name value that Ronda Rousey got before she entered wrestling. But did you truly want your historic first ever pay-per-view for women to be headlined by names that made it bigger outside of wrestling? Or do you want it to be the best female wrestlers you have on your product?
Oh, I agree with that. And I mean, I think it would have been way more poetic to have that as the main event, and then they go up, and then they're standing on the.
No.
That's just me. Two women who have been there for a while, established themselves, and are helping carry this evolution.
Well,
not a part timer and someone who just got there.
Say what you want about Ronda Rousey, but she is not more over than Becky Lynch right
now.
No,
God, no. You know what? She keeps impressing me with how good she actually is in the ring. Her selling still impresses me.
I've been saying it for months now. Becky Lynch is by far the best worker in that company. And she just proves it time in and time out. And it's hilarious to me that the crowd are letting it be known.
Yes.
And that they're truly not listening to the crowd still.
Not yet. They keep doing it, though.
The creative team in WWE is still so stubborn as to say, no, we want this to happen. But they just don't realize that Becky Lynch is the golden girl right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who you should run with. You don't say, no, this isn't who we want. We want this one. Just go with what's working right now. Go with what's organic. Because that is when you get Austin 3:16 and you don't get Roman Reigns.
Plus, if you're thinking name value, I mean, this is a bit of a stretch from Evolution to WrestleMania. But some of the big names, like they come in, The Rock, Undertaker, Triple H, whoever, none of them are main events. A lot of them are middle of the card. Get you to tune in, and then you get to see the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A semi-main event for them, in my opinion, would have been perfect. That's just me. Oh, and the other thing, all these people that are saying, oh, they didn't have a ramp, it's small, it looks like a house show stuff. Shut up.
Yeah, you could fit more people in.
Fucking cares?
Yeah.
Like, we've seen house shows here. That wasn't the house show stuff. The house show entrance is small as fuck.
Yeah.
This was a legit stage. They did something different. They wanted to look different from regular pay-per-views.
Also, when you...
I liked it. I really liked it.
I got a big takeover vibe from watching this show in the sense of how it was shown. And I don't think, other than SummerSlam, Rumble, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania, anything feels like a takeover.
No.
Like, you have a WrestleMania vibe. You have a Royal Rumble vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Money in the Bank vibe.
SummerSlam vibe.
SummerSlam vibe. And then...
to a lesser extent, Survivor Series.
But it's not that big anymore.
No, it's not.
No...
You have a crowd
everything
else,
vibe. Anything else just feels like a regular pay-per-view.
Greatest Royal Rumble vibe.
Exactly, unless they do something like that. But a takeover vibe has this different vibe than every other show they do.
Bash at the Beach vibe.
It's just a vibe where they know, like, oh man, this is like the underground awesome
Halloween Havoc vibe.
And the Evolution gave off a similar vibe.
Barely Legal vibe. I'm talking about the pay-per-view, not the person. Although,
everybody at Evolution was legal.
That's all that matters.
Oh,
Some of them barely.
I don't even think any of them were even that young.
Tony Storm's 22.
Still.
Yeah, that's what I said. In the States, barely legal. For alcohol.
Actually, well, for alcohol, yeah. I'm going to say with the other one, it's been a while. That's like
let's leave it at that. Yeah, so
some
that's...
chompers on Tony Storm, though, eh?
Big pearly whites?
I mean, like, some, like, I wonder if she eats a carrot chompers.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Like, what's up, Doc?
Oh, you're talking like a rabbit, okay.
Yeah, like, she has those, like, chomper teeth. But, I mean, I also noticed, too, like, she has very good facials when she wrestles.
Yeah, she does.
But, like, one of the things that's funny too, the more times she like does her like she does like a thing where she like has like a Joker thing with her mouth, but then at one point like the end of the mouth, you just see like her teeth are brutalized with her lipstick.
Yeah, they are.
I'm like, is that like a thing? Like I thought lipstick now pretty much is like doesn't come off now.
Yeah. Well, some of them depends. I don't know. I don't wear it that often, so.
But lipstick or depends.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to get into Crown Jewel, or do you want to cover some other wrestling stuff before we get to that?
Yeah, might as well go to Crown Jewel. That won't take too long. It's a show nobody wants to happen.
It's a show people on the roster don't want to go to.
Well, some of them.
Yeah. So it's Lesnar versus Strowman. Quick prediction.
Well, do we think Drew McIntyre will be added to it? Because apparently that's now I don't think it is likely, but apparently it was very likely for the last couple weeks, especially since Roman Reigns, the announcement.
I was going to say it hasn't happened by now, and this will come out, well, we're doing this on Tuesday. Probably not now, but maybe at the show, but doubtful.
I'm going to go Braun Strowman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, do we go over, real quick, the Evolution, the matches? I think as you said, between the two of us, I think we got them all right.
Well, because I think you have to be retarded not to I think Ronda Rousey is going to win.
Yeah. The one that I called was Becky retaining.
Yeah, I only said that because I thought of all the titles that was the more likely one to change. I didn't expect.
I don't think either one of us called Kairi Sane losing. That's the one that.
No, because my thing was, I said there has to be something big happen at the show. Like a title change or an announcement.
A live birth.
No, and my thing was, it's either a title change or they're going to announce the tag titles.
Yeah, that's what I was counting on.
But I expected a title change. I mean, you had, 4 titles? Raw, Women, NXT, and the UK.
Right. Well, UK we didn't see, but yeah.
Right, so we had 4 women's titles out of that, that whole taping, the night of the taping. My thing was they were going to change one of them. It's because they wanted to make it feel more historic. I just didn't think, with the way NXT does their title changes, they were going to do it at Evolution. I thought they were going to do it more at a TakeOver.
Or a house show.
But it's just with the women there, you just don't see those very often. Plus, Kairi just really won it. That's very quick after.
Maybe she's going to get called up, that's why.
I don't know.
Or she's going to win it again.
Unless they're going to do something with...
War Games?
I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like the horsewoman thing is going to be, really up there. So if you have... you have 2 titles there.
Well.
So, I don't know.
Right.
But, so, I mean, that's why I picked... And I thought maybe they were going to go with Charlotte and Becky for a lot longer. Now it seems like that feud is done.
Kind of.
I just thought they were going to go with that a little bit longer, so that's why I picked that one.
Fair enough.
Plus, I kind of figured, I'm like, okay, you'll put the title on Charlotte, have her drop it before the end of the year, and then put Charlotte over for the Rumble. She'll go back to Raw, face Ronda at Mania.
Which I guess she's still good.
Yeah. We both called Toni Storm winning.
Mm-hmm.
Both called Sasha.
Yeah.
Well, you technically didn't give me a winner on that one. You just said, fuck the Riot Squad.
That means I chose the other team. I didn't get the...
You actually chose Randy Orton for the Battle Royal, and then just said
Tori
Wilson is hot.
Yeah, I didn't know who else was in it. I didn't even actually know that Tori Wilson was in it. I just said Randy Orton, or, I guess maybe Tori Wilson's hot.
I actually did get that one right.
Yeah, there you go.
So
it's all out of you.
I'm just saying I did.
Yeah.
Go back to a previous episode of The Sounds of Struggle.
I know!
I'm listening. No, I'm telling the viewers in case maybe they didn't get a chance.
Pause this, we'll wait. Okay, you're back. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you saw it. Heard it. Whatever. And then...
Which, by the way, last week's episode is the first time I actually recorded a full episode throughout the entire day.
Oh, it was a multi-platinum day.
It was. I started recording at 8 a.m. and I finished at 9
So what you're saying is that episode took you a horny hour.
A few
horny hours. Nice. I say it's been about a horny hour since I've been here. But anyways, you get the point. We call everything except for the NXT Women's title.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, was it 7 out of 8? That's not bad. Or 6 out of 7.
But together we call the whole thing, so it's all
Pretty
good. Yeah. So, back to Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel, Braun wins. That's who I'm calling.
Yeah.
I can't see them putting it back on Lesnar.
I just think they're going to do Braun and Drew going right out.
Yeah, that kind of.
I think that's the feud.
I could see that.
Which, by the way, early kind of thing. I do think Drew McIntyre very well could be the Royal Rumble winner for 2018.
We talked about that 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, for 2019.
I can see that for sure. And then we have DX versus Brothers of Destruction. This is going to be very unpopular when I say it, but I
Shawn
don't
Michaels
care.
over Taker.
I know. Here's what I say. I don't fucking care.
No, neither do I.
Not even a little bit. If this was, say, 2008, fuck yeah.
I'm saying if this...
It's literally 10 years too late.
If this was anybody else going against Shawn Michaels, I might actually care. But the fact is, I don't care about this match. I never cared about it then.
I don't like when guys retire and they stay away for so long. Like, yeah, my friend needs help. And 10 years later, it's like, whatever. That was one of the constants you could rely on. That Shawn Michaels is retired. He is staying retired. That's that. I get Triple H. He kind of runs things. You have him come down, put somebody over, whatever the case is. I get that. Undertaker will just never retire. That's just not what he does. But I don't know. Just the combination of this, I don't.
I am saying Shawn Michaels gets the pin over Undertaker, sets up a match between them, which I don't care for, but that's my prediction.
At Mania?
I'm gonna say maybe even Survivor Series.
Okay. Yeah, but again, I don't even want to give an outcome because I don't want this match. And I know again that's unpopular. It's very unpopular. Most likely, I don't care. I don't want it. If they end up saying, "Oh, you know what? Time constraints, we canceled," I'd be like, "Perfect, move on." And that's what we will do. We'll move on. Next, they have listed The Bar versus New Day. The Bar.
Yeah.
However, you know what? I love the New Day. I really do. But I don't want them to have the titles.
However,
However,
I won't be surprised if New Day does win.
And that's I don't want them to start trading titles back and forth. Keep it off. You know what? I agree with you. Keep it off the New Day for a while. Don't break up the New Day. I like them as a unit. Unit.
I think they have to change their shtick.
Or even start doing it where
I think their shtick is getting really old.
And let's see, like how I feel about the Riot Squad is how you feel about New Day, but I don't feel like that at all. And it's like, you know, I'd be okay if they end up like Big E goes for like a singles title and the other two are like managers.
I'd be 100% cool if they just turned heel.
I'd be okay with that.
And then just did something else. But pancake shit needs to go. Like this,
I'm okay with
it's
that.
too long with the pancakes.
I'm okay with it.
They can do something else.
Yeah, bring out the waffles.
Like, but you know, out of everyone says like all the things that they can like do to be creative. It's like really like pancakes for 8 months, 9 months.
Sponsored by IHOP, yo.
Oh, that's our thing. They gotta stay off our turf.
Yeah. For our pre-struggle party.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, bar over. I think we both agree with that. Are they doing all these quarterfinals at the show?
Yeah, it's a one-night tournament.
Whew.
Yeah.
Rollins versus Lashley, which Lashley's taking over for Cena because who knows the reason? Maybe, you know, I actually thought the reason he couldn't go is because he's involved in a movie and his contract wouldn't allow him to go. That's what I thought. I have no idea if it's true, but it would not shock me at all.
I honestly think it's more of a PR.
Kind of protecting his image.
Exactly.
Because I think, yeah, you're right. If he went over there, I think in Hollywood, because they're so liberal, it would look bad.
I think there's that, the ambassador thing. Like he might lose a lot of endorsements out of this too.
He could.
But
so that being said, it's now Bobby Lashley, and I think Rollins wins.
I think Dean Ambrose fucks him over.
Did we ever get anything else? Like, I didn't really fully watch this week. Did Dean Ambrose attack him again, or what happened?
Rollins came out, wanted answers. He's like, he's like, I partially blame myself, but here, all the questions I have, there's only one man to answer them, and I want that guy to answer me. I want Ambrose. Ambrose's music hits. He doesn't come out. Ambrose comes out through the crowd. Rollins thinks now he's just mocking the Shield. Ambrose grabs a mic that he has in his bag, goes to speak, doesn't say anything. Rollins says, look, if you're not going to talk, I'm going to come up there. Ambrose just walks off.
Interesting. You know what? It's really actually, it finally makes me believe more of the whole lunatic fringe. Now I believe it. Now he's doing things no one expects and you can't figure out why. Yeah. I like it.
I also think the payoff to the explanation of why just gets enhanced out of that.
For sure.
Apparently he's attacking Rollins at house shows. So
cool.
That's kind of what they're doing there.
Right on.
I have a feeling Ambrose is gonna, I don't think. Here's the thing. I don't think Lashley wins it. No. I don't think Rollins wins it for that reason. I think we might see Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle final.
That would be fantastic.
And I am actually going to go with Rey Mysterio in that whole thing.
I can see that. That would actually be good. I'd be okay with that. So that moves on to the next one. Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler. I think we're going to both go with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Next, Jeff Hardy and The Miz. Who are you going with?
I'm going with The Miz.
That's exactly who I was going to go with. I just think there's got to be a heel somewhere coming out of it. I think The Miz gets it done.
But then again, Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, tempting.
Very. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And again, Mysterio and Orton, it's going to be Mysterio. Nothing against Orton, but it's Mysterio. Bring him back in a big bad way. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I would, if it was Mysterio and Angle, I'd be pumped for that. That'd be awesome.
Even Orton Angle, good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gonna just say that.
And honestly, there's nothing against Lashley. I know he's kind of going heelish.
But then again, Orton, Rollins, also good.
Yeah. But my one thing is, Lashley, as a heel, he's got to do something else. Him coming out with Leo Rush, yes, it gets heat. I get it. But for me...
Leo Rush does more to get heat for Lashley than Lashley does.
But for me, Leo Rush is just...
annoying?
It's not the good kind of heat. It's the kind of heat, okay, just shut up. You're distracting me from the match.
But from what I understand, too, Leo Rush actually, people, actually know, this, I got a Leo Rush friend. A lot of guys, they have a friend.
An annoying little shithead like Kevin Hart?
So, I don't know. To me, I think it makes sense. I would like him and Lashley to be kind of more taggy than they are manager.
I think them together as tag would be awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we went over the World Cup, and then also Styles versus, well, it says here now, we're finding out, Samoa Joe.
Is it?
That's what it says.
Good.
And it looks like it was just updated, so yeah, it clearly, Daniel Bryan on SmackDown
well, because I was hearing Rusev was a possibility.
I would have been okay with that too, actually.
But I wouldn't be surprised if...
you think he drops it to Samoa Joe finally?
No. I don't think you'll see a title change.
Not a single one?
A crown jewel. Because I think you're already guaranteed one with the Universal.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big one.
Yeah.
I honestly think Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles will happen probably later. Doesn't look like it's going to be Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking Rumble.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so, and then, so that's basically Crown Jewel there. It's going to be, it'll basically happen, this will be released Friday, or Thursday morning. Yeah. It'll happen 24 hours from when this gets released Friday morning. Like around...
No, this drops on Thursday.
What's I mean? 24 hours after this gets released, Crown Jewel will happen. I think around 10 a.m.
Yeah, Crown Jewel, sorry, yeah.
10 a.m. Mountain Time.
I'll PVR it. I want to check it out.
Actually, that's my first day off after a night shift, so I might try to stay up and watch it. I'll probably fall asleep, but I'll try and stay up and watch it.
How about after a specific get-together on Friday to set up something? Just saying.
Maybe.
That's code for let's watch it.
Let's code for let's fuck. I mean, sorry, let's watch it.
Well, I mean...
let's fucking watch it.
Gold jacket, green jacket?
Exactly.
I gave a shit.
Ew, no.
I'm just saying, nobody wants a gold jacket. It's weird looking.
No, I wouldn't mind one. But anyways, a few things I'm going to skim through. Most because you probably covered all this. Roman Reigns diagnosed with leukemia.
Initial thoughts.
Caught me off guard. I didn't realize he ever actually had leukemia in the first place. Now, this is going to probably sound kind of douchey. Leukemia, in my opinion, seems to be, from everybody who I've seen, met, or heard of that have it, it seems fairly beatable if you catch it fairly early, which it seems like he has.
Well, and he also has amazing doctors in WWE.
Exactly.
And
so
they're gonna. And here's the thing that I know. I know it might be the wrong reason to why that I think he'll beat this. WWE still looks, as much as they look at Joe and Ali as a human being, they still look at Roman Reigns as an investment. They're going to make sure they put as much into that investment to make sure that that investment makes them money. And I still believe WWE is invested in the Roman Reigns character to the point where they want to make sure he gets the best treatment, the best care he possibly can get. Yeah. They're going to take care of him. This is also, as much as it's a personal thing, and we all want him to beat this and all that, there's still also that business aspect of this to where they still want Roman Reigns to come back. They know now when Roman Reigns does come back,
he's a mega face.
Mega. Now people want to cheer him.
They'll do that for probably a week or two, then start doing them again. But he'll finally get cheered.
And then there's now there's him and Amber. There's stuff for that, depending on the time frame. 100%. But I'm just saying, there's going to be stuff for that to happen.
Yeah.
I think WWE is just as invested as the Inoue family.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I think WWE will make as much as a general attempt to make sure he beats it, as much as the Inoue family wants him to beat it as well.
And honestly, even if they gave him zero help, I'm fully confident he can beat it, just because listening to him talk, he's a fighter.
Yeah.
I honestly, this might sound crass, whatever. I am fully confident he can beat it.
Yeah.
I really am. Especially because leukemia seems like an easier kind of cancer to beat. He's beaten it once. I'm sure he caught it early because of all the testing they have to do.
It's also different, too, because later in life, it gets harder.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's still young.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, time will tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And, with that, we move on.
Yeah.
SmackDown 1000. It was a few weeks ago. Batista teases match versus Triple H. Do we want to see it? I mean, I guess.
But you know what? If Triple H has to wrestle, there's obviously some matches I would love to see him see. I would actually love to see Triple H start a new group based off that.
And have Batista be the Flair version?
No. I want to see him have guys from NXT come together, like a Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano.
Who turned heel? What's up with that?
Awesome, by the way.
I fucking love it.
Yeah. DIY could be back together.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
It'd be too sweet.
But I'm just saying, this could be the start of something. Or maybe he brings some people in from the indies.
That'd be cool.
I
don't know, an elite group?
Could be.
It could be an elite group of people.
But I'm just saying, there's... I don't know. But if you're going to see Triple H in a match, I don't know how many people really care about watching Triple H wrestle anymore.
There are people, I guarantee it.
I'm sure.
There's a small part of me...
A lot of people will be like, oh, why are you giving him this guy? You're wasting this guy's WrestleMania moment on this guy. I think at this point, you will not see that situation come in. They're not going to waste an AJ Styles match on Triple H or something.
They already wasted it on Shane McMahon.
But that was actually pretty good.
It actually was pretty good. But it's because AJ Styles can work a paper fucking bag.
Yeah, but also Shane McMahon can sell like a motherfucker, and he'll take those risks.
True.
So, give and take. I think those guys have worked pretty damn well together.
Speaking of Batista, early rumors for 2019 Hall of Fame is Batista to be the main event.
Yeah.
Who do you think should get in?
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
I think
Owen Hart.
that's always going to be an answer of mine.
Davey Boy Smith.
I think Christian 100% should be.
I agree.
I'm just trying to think, like, what's a good, like, who would be a good female that should be going in at this point in time? I'm just trying to think of,
what about, like, an Eve Torres? I'm not really sold on myself on that one, but...
I don't know if that's, like, enough. You know, like, what I mean? Like, I don't think she's a Hall of Fame type career. I don't know.
What about Maurice?
Same thing. I think she had, like, a good year or two, and then that was it. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there necessarily is. Unless, like, I'm trying to think of somebody more.
What about a CM Punk? Oh, fuck, would that be funny?
Maybe Paige? I think Paige would get more out of that.
Yes,
Or her family.
Okay.
I mean, they are...
As the Builders?
They also have that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, right, so it could be...
My thing is, if you put Paige in, that's basically like you're calling a career for her, which that's most likely the case.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's most likely the case, but I don't know if they want to travel down that avenue just yet. I think so, but again, I don't know, would he want to if it's...
What about Kane?
I agree to that. Although Kane...
Big Show.
He has not done shit. But yes, I agree to that too.
He's turned more than a flapjack.
What about Karma? She was there for a hot minute.
Literally, Karma's a bitch.
And she's the one who let us know that when you cry in a wrestling ring, you're pregnant. Jericho proved it.
Yeah, that's another name. What about Jericho?
Fuck, why not?
That guy's a first ballot. Easy.
Absolutely.
Don Callis, if you could make her strike up a deal, like Paul Heyman.
Yeah, absolutely. On a side note, SmackDown 1000, 3% of the entire show was Taker's entrance.
Yeah.
I timed it. That's cool.
Here's the thing. You know what my biggest problem with SmackDown 1000 was? 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you do a show like that should be 3 hours.
Absolutely.
I get it.
Absolutely.
But, so, to me, that's also the problem of these shows. You try to put too much into too little time.
Yep, I agree.
And, like, we got some good matches. Like, the tag match between AJ and Bryan and the Usos was great.
Awesome.
Like, Rey Mysterio coming back, him and Nakamura.
Awesome.
Even though, like, you wanted more of it, it just gave you that, like, taste. It was an appetizer to what they could do later. And I like that. So, I thought, I don't know.
Yeah. One of the other things I want to talk to you about. Austin Aries, did he break kayfabe? You think it's a work?
See, like, part of me thinks it is. Part of me also thinks it isn't.
It definitely could be either way.
He is a guy that I would love to see back in WWE.
Yep.
That's a guy that, that guy could very much just pick up right where he left off.
And he wouldn't have to do 205 Live. He wouldn't have to. He could do it main roster.
But he very well could.
Yeah, absolutely. Banana Man.
You could also go back to NXT, though.
Yeah.
Because...
I thought, actually, to be honest, his NXT was a little lackluster.
That's because he didn't do much. He wasn't there a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and then he also got hurt, so...
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of NXT, Chelsea Green and Punishment Martinez have officially signed with NXT.
Chelsea Green, I believe, made her live event debut.
She did.
So, Mrs. The one dating Zack Ryder. The one that gets booked on the podcast of Awesomeness, even though it's a podcast of Where Are You Lately, Awesomeness?
Well, they made a mention about how they're going
taking
away
time
from
off for the show and all that.
They're doing something coming up. Stuff will be back.
Yeah.
Which, I get it. Fair enough.
But it's also awesome for you to not be there.
Yeah. And then keeping with NXT, December 25th or 26th, there's apparently a mega tag team match at MSG.
I think that's totally going to be changed now.
Why is that?
Well, name the people who they put in.
Well, it's Ciampa and Undisputed Era
Yeah.
versus Gargano, Dream, Ricochet, Dunn, and Black.
Exactly.
You don't know. They might keep it that way and have Gargano just be a problem on the one team.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird that they're having a random MSG show on the 26th.
I think they'll change that match between now and then.
Although I guess technically the 26th is it Wednesday or is it Thursday?
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday, so that makes sense.
It's Boxing Day too.
Yeah.
Like
So they should have a boxing match. It's Wrestling Day.
that'd be great to have the whole Wednesday for you.
That's yeah. You went there. Right on.
Have to. We're the podcast that goes there.
Yeah. Sounds a struggle. The podcast that goes there.
It's a go there episode.
It's the go there. It's the go home to 100.
The Adam Banks.
The go home to perfection.
Go there episode.
Speaking of which, Adam Banks, highly overrated. I'll say that. I'm going to say that out now.
I mean, he's worth 99.
We went there. He's overrated. Super overrated. Cody Rhodes apparently rumored to possibly be done with Bullet Club. Like he's not that he's like, fuck these guys, I'm fighting them. Just he's gonna move on and do stuff more.
You want to hear what I think Bullet Club is what's gonna happen with Bullet Club?
Sure.
I think there's gonna be a match where you have the BC Originals versus,
which is like the Tama Tongas and yeah.
There's gonna be that for the whole rights. I think the Originals are gonna win. And if they do, then I think that's a very, very huge showing that there's something more going on with the Elite guys. Either A, they're going to just be known as the Elite, and it's going to become a group and a faction, or a lot of them are going to be WWE bound.
I agree.
I think
it can come to a head at, wait for it, Wrestle Kingdom.
The contracts also go from Wrestle Kingdom to Wrestle Kingdom in New Japan, right?
Yeah.
So right after that, pretty much is a Rumble.
Yeah.
Just going to...
Let the rumors start now. Rumble bound. Best pay-per-view of the year, by the way. Also, keeping with Cody Rhodes, or Cody, don't call him Rhodes.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is his real name.
Loses his NWA title back to Nick Aldis at the NWA 70 pay-per-view.
Yep.
So that's also a thing. It's like, hey, even though he said flat out he's not going back, you know where he could do
Why are you dropping on these titles, huh, Cody? Huh? Why are you dropping on these titles?
And saying that he's not sure about his future. Maybe he doesn't go to WWE or Raw SmackDown. Maybe he goes to NXT.
I don't think so. I don't think Cody is a guy that you put on NXT. I think he's a guy that's main roster.
I agree. He definitely could be because he's there for years.
He's a Monday Night Raw talent that you put in prime time now.
No, I agree. I agree. But why not? If he wants to, why not?
No.
But anyways, last thing I have is Evolve 114 just happened.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
NXT was there.
NXT took over.
Yeah.
Literally take over.
Fabian Aichner won the Evolve Championship, and the Street Profits are the new tag champs.
Hey, remember? I probably was it podcast, I don't know, episode 20, when I'm like, mark my words, Street Profits are going to be champions, tag champs. I didn't say for what.
If we go back and you did, I'd be like, oh.
No, I know for a fact I did. I don't know if it's 20, but I know for a fact I'm like, give it a couple years, Street Profits are going to be tag champions. I thought it'd be WWE. But I only said tag champions, and I'm right. I know for a fact I said that because I was touting them for the longest time until Angelo Dawkins started pissing me off.
It's because he got fat and lazy.
Yeah, and he just realized that his partner do everything. But hey, I was right. Plus that, and they expanded their tag division. There's no fucking way they'll go right now. Not a goddamn chance.
I don't know. They might get called up, and the Street
That's
Profits
true.
will stay there.
That's true. They end up winning by proxy.
That's another thing too. It's like what's the fate of the Undisputed Era? You'd think that they're going to move up.
Adam Cole, baby, he's going up.
I think all of them will go up. I don't think you break that up.
That's true.
I think Kyle O'Reilly might actually be one of those guys, one of the guys Vince wants up there more than anybody. I actually would not be surprised if that's true.
Yeah, I'd be right with that. That's all I have for wrestling. Do you want to talk about how your previous weekend went before we move on?
I'll talk about it next week on episode 100.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
The century mark.
We've hit a century. We're old as shit.
Woo!
How are we still living? We're pretty much on life support. Hockey. Corey Crawford's back. Hooray! Quick return to the lineup, and it is it again.
And how did the Blackhawks recently fare?
I won't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
Huh?
No, we don't talk about it. You know what? We can talk about it next week. Possibly.
They lost to the Oilers in OT.
Shut the fuck up. It was a good game. Your goalie kept them the fuck in there. I'll say that.
McDavid got the OT winner.
Well, of course he did.
Hey, the last time they were in OT, Kane got the winner.
Yeah, fair enough. The Stars score?
Yeah. The Stars are the only ones that play in OT.
Yeah.
Most teams.
Yeah. There's a bunch of signings I don't really care about. Fleury passed Glenn Hall for 10th all-time in wins.
Carey Price passed Patrick Wall.
For 2nd all-time in Habs wins.
Yeah.
Seabrook became 3rd all-time on games played for Chicago. McDavid made history with being part of 9 of the Oilers' first 10 goals. That's history making right there.
Well,
that's a while ago.
He actually made history for being a part of the first 9.
Sorry, but yeah.
That was the...
Brady Tkachuk's out with an injury. Austin Matthews out with an injury. Pekka Rinne has been placed on the injury reserve. I don't know if he's back yet.
Jonathan Quick's out again. The Oilers lost tonight against the Minnesota Wild.
They lost?
They lost.
They were winning 3-1.
Lost 4-3.
Jesus.
They were actually not up 3-1. They were up 2-1. Then there was tied 2-2, 3-2.
Whatever.
3-3
Do you see Matt Duchene and his wife announced they're
3 power play goals for the Wild.
Wow. And they were taking all the penalties earlier. Mm-hmm. Anyways, you see Matt Duchene and his wife announced they were expecting with a Halloween costume?
No.
That was genius.
You see McDavid as Homer Simpson.
That was awesome. There were some really good ones.
Cam Talbot as Beetlejuice.
Yes.
His wife's boobs were out.
His twins. There was also, Sagan and Ben were Super Mario Kart, specifically. Mario and Luigi from Super Mario Kart. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Jordan Tutu has announced his retirement. He's going to start working more closely with the indigenous people. Was it Nunavut's where he's from?
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome. So congrats to him on that. This just came in, I think, yesterday. The NHL announced a multi-year gaming partnership with MGM Resorts International. And they'll become the league's first official gaming and resort destination partner. That's pretty big. Because they only seem to do that with, like, baseball, football, basketball. So, WWE, NHL, is finally making it big. It's kind of nice.
I believe the NBA actually followed up on the sports betting.
Really?
Well, too. Also, your Packers made a couple trades today.
Actually, I do have that here. Let's see.
Clinton Dix traded to the Redskins.
No, he's got the best name ever. Wait, he's nowhere?
He's traded the Redskins for a 4th-round pick.
Now, welcome to the Redskins lineup. Clinton Dix. You know what? I'm okay with that one. That's good. I like that. And Ty Montgomery got traded to Baltimore.
Yeah. The Rams acquired Dante Fowler from the Jaguars. That is insane. They got Dante Fowler, Donica Sue, and Aaron Donald now.
That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. I got a bunch of notifications.
Golden Tate got traded to the Eagles.
How about that?
And Demarius Thompson is dealt to the Texans.
Hedman actually just went down with an injury for at least 3 games, upper body injury. Tom Wilson's his appeal was denied. He's going to go to a third-party appeal now, apparently.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I guess. MLB releases Golden Glove candidates. They are, let's see here. Corey Kluber from the Indians. Dallas, I'm not going to say that name, from the Astros. Masahiro Tanaka from the Yankees. There's just too many names. Justin Smoke got one for first base from the Blue Jays. Who else here? There's a ton of people I do not know who the hell they are. I need to watch more baseball, apparently. But I'm not going to do that. Oh. Anyways.
No, you can't right now. It's done.
Yeah, fair enough. By the way, that's another one. Congratulations to the Boston Red Sox after beating the LA Dodgers in the World Series 4-1. They actually had a game in Game 3 went 18 innings. And LA ended up winning it. It was the only game they won.
So really, they bested them in 2 games.
Pretty much, eh? Steve Pearce was named MVP, so congrats to him.
Who was actually originally signed with the Toronto Blue Jays.
How about that? Also, one thing I wanted to bring up last week before I couldn't make it was Chris Sale didn't play in the, was it NL or ALDS or whatever the...
ALCS?
Yeah.
ALCS, yeah.
Because he had an infected belly button ring. You know what? Good for him for owning it. That's awesome. It's like, why weren't you here? Belly button ring infected. Fair enough. The Jays also named Tampa Bay Rays bench coach Charlie Montoya as the team's new manager. And a 3-year deal. So they finally have a coach. That's good. What are you looking up?
Facts, man. Facts.
What kind of facts? Like Halifax? Halifax! Halifax!
Who are pretty much a sure thing from getting the 10th CFL team, by the way.
Really? How about
Just
that?
like Seattle is pretty much the sure thing to get the 32nd NHL team.
Well, you know what? It'd be kind of nice that we could have 5 in each conference for CFL. That would actually help. Won't help the fucking Eskimos, but we're not going to go into that.
No.
We will be. You know what we will be going to? The Great Cup.
Yeah.
I have a Meniac and D Award Excellence real quick. Tito's Vodka. I've been drinking it a lot lately. I fell in love. That's all I have to say about that. Tito's Vodka. Get you some. Free plug. And last I have
We also like Coors Beer. Another plug.
Get you some.
In case we get free stuff.
Okay, get you some.
Just saying.
Last question I have. What is brought up to me by a friend? What animal deserves to be the name of a sports team that's not already?
Oh, speaking of which, did you hear that Ric Flair is in Hamilton, so he rocked a Hamilton Tiger Cat jersey?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is strange.
So animal.
Yeah. Think
Cracker Cat.
the fuck is a cracker?
I don't know, but they Edmonton had the baseball team.
Well, then they were one. I guess not a major one. So yeah, the major 4 sports. You pick an animal, and either a team changes. Like, let's just say hypothetically, New Orleans Pelicans. We murder the pelican. We pick a new animal for them.
Let's fucking hope. I don't know if I'd even go an animal for that team.
The New Orleans Saints.
Very, very highly respected organization.
But for like an animal, what about a howler monkey? Then when they
What
score,
about a porch monkey?
wow, you know what? Sounds a struggle. The podcast that goes there, and yes, we did.
We're bringing it back.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We're taking it back. But yeah, if you do the howler monkey, every time they say they sink a basket or something, all you hear is a. Don't you make a fucking joke there? Nothing.
There's so many jokes I can
No,
make.
there are none. Did Mr. Randall just call Mr. Dante? Anyways.
So what's the team cheer then?
Watermelon. Oh, we went there. Now we're being canceled. We're trying to outdo the fucking 2 big.
We're not even gonna make it to 100.
I say we're trying to outdo the 2 Big Tans who can get canceled first. We just might do it.
I don't. Okay, honestly, if they can challenge who's gonna go off board first, come on.
We win every time.
Yeah. We drink before we do this. We will win.
That's very true. They drink during. We drink before. We get ready.
Yeah.
We're professional. We're professionally stupid.
Yeah. Okay, but they're not drunk while doing it. They're drinking while doing it. We're drunk while doing it. We
That is
win.
very true. That is very true.
They have to
Very-
drink to keep up.
Yeah, and they can't do it. They're miles behind.
Yeah. And we all know that one half of those guys don't drink.
Yeah. Good for him for sticking to it. I'll give him
He's
that.
a pussy.
Well, you know what? I'll give him that. He sticks to it. Good for him. Not
No, he's a Leafs.
not my cup of beer.
He's a Leafs fan.
I mean, to me, he's like Austin Matthews with his shoulder injury. That's. Yeah. Anyways, so I guess we're just abandoning that animal thing. So let's just.
How about we get back to it next week?
I'm not gonna remember it. Fuck it. We're moving on.
All right. On that note,
What do you got coming up?
we got Monster Pro Wrestling
This Saturday,
Yeah.
the 3rd.
Oh.
Same night as UFC.
Cormier and other guy.
Cormier and my balls are hot.
Hey.
I kind of want to watch it, but only kinda.
Cormier's going to win that fight.
Yeah.
So.
Unless he gets too stupid and cocky. He's got to play his game, he'll be fine. Anyways. Yes. Retribution 12? 11. Retribution 11.
Fans bring the weapons.
Some fan bring me a dildo.
Oh, you know they're gonna. They get bigger and darker every year.
Big black cock.
Well, you had that one last year.
Give me the dick. And this is why we get canceled.
No, this is why we can't have nice things.
That's true. Here at Sounds of Struggle, it's not that we're racist. We're just trying to make words not matter as much. We're doing our part. Please help. Send money to us. Tag Struggle. Or beer. We'll take beer.
No.
Anyways. Yes. Weapons. Murder. Death. Kill. Good times.
Get to beat up Sean Martins.
Martins.
Yeah. You get to beat up
Sean Santa.
Massive Damage.
Yes.
And Wrath.
Who may or may not be possessed.
I just thought he was a flaming homosexual.
Well, recent studies show possibly.
I mean, isn't that not why he's on the tattooed sperminators?
That is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since he signed on the dotted line.
Or is he just the shits and that's why he's on the tattooed turdinators?
That's
Yeah.
All I know is he signed his life away and, well, now he's possessed.
I thought
He's trying to take it back, though. What I heard.
Yeah. Gotta get that life back. Anyway, yeah. So, till now. And then, we hope to see everybody out there.
Then, now, forever. If we don't get canceled, next week on the Sounds of Struggle, the Century of Suctitude?
How about we try to go all the way there next week? Episode 100.
Man, I said the N-word. How can we go farther?
You're not the first one.
On this podcast, I am.
No, you're not.
No, I was. It couldn't hear it. But this is the first clear, audible one.
No, it's not.
Did it get cut?
Remember the New Japan show?
Yeah, did it get cut? I barely remember that one. I was so fucking tired after that.
Let's watch a 9-hour show and then do a podcast.
Yeah. That was stupid.
Hey.
It was amazing.
Road Warriors was heard first on that very episode.
That is very true.
And the Ginger Snaps, same thing.
That's very true.
Yeah. And we prank called Pride, so.
That is very true.
Because we were talking about how it feels to lose hair.
Yeah, the Austin Matthews of CWC, but the Austin Matthews with a hurt shoulder.
No, technically Jude Dawkins is just Austin Matthews, because he's the one who gets hurt.
Yeah, you know what? There it is. If I was going to name a sports team after an animal, it'd be the Cheetah Bears. He's got one thing going for him. He's a goddamn cheetah bear.
Oh, no, what sport would it be? What team? Like what city?
Let's go with Churchill. Churchill, Winnipeg. Or they could be the I don't know why I said Winnipeg.
The Ballsack.
Churchill,
the
Manitoba.
Ballsack Cheetah Bears.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Grand.
Newfoundland. They could be the Dildo Cheetah Bears. That's very appropriate.
Oh god, there's so many. Okay. I think this should be a thing we do next week now.
You have to make the team and the city?
We have to make what we think could be the funniest name of. Well, I mean, there are the Cotton Pickers. That's a real name.
That's a real thing for a high school fucking team.
Yeah, that's their
basketball
team.
The Cotton Pickers.
No, all their teams are called that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Racism alive and well in the South. The South will rise again.
Please
mark
Google
my words.
Cotton Pickers basketball.
And in amongst all the horrible racism, you'll find a good picture.
Can't write this shit. it's already on Google.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think that this will do it for episode 99.
Come see us this weekend, and then we'll do a podcast next week.
Yeah, tickets.
If we don't get blocked.
If you want tickets, just message Meniac or myself, and we will supply them at $50.
Tickets are going fast. I only have 5 left.
I can get as many as I need, people. Message me.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll do for episode 99. I'm Chris Parrish.
And I am incredibly racist and sort of bashful.
And welcome back.
I missed it.
And we are a little bit of alright.
And we're still trying to get our asses kicked.
We're still struggling. Oh, it's strugglicious.
It is strugglicious. It's a little bit of
We
alright.
have sweet asses.
Tag struggle. We go there, man.
Yeah.
So until us next week.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Stay thirsty, my bitches?
I don't know if oh. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Bitches.
Peace, love, rock and roll, later, bitches.
When your heart's pounding out of your chest, you can feel the shaking as you're running out of breath. If you're ready to rock.